Hey guys, welcome to Triviality Pro. This is the professional trivia hosting platform for DJs and trivia hosts. All right, so basically, if you've we've been working on this for about 10 years. So if you've seen the books or you've purchased our books, you know what this is in advance. You've got a little bit of a sneak peek into what this is. But this application is really designed to help you to no longer rely on the books themselves. You'll be able to do all of this right from your phone, your tablet, or even your computer system. Okay, so basically, here's where we're at. You can log into your online account. You can create an account here. If you don't have an account, you can just create an account very easily. There is a free 7-day trial as well. And it is $14.99 a month after that to access unlimited rounds of trivia. I'm going to show you exactly how our platform works, and we'll run through what would be a typical game. So let's start with our game actions. We're going to go ahead and start a new game. We can do that. We can have tiebreakers. We have a scoreboard down here, so you can change teams, update team names, update scores, things like that. We're going to go through all of this here in just a moment. We're going to start with starting a new game. When you go to start a new game, you can randomize the trivia, get a good mix of questions from all the different categories, or you can select a category. Now, what categories do we have? Well, when you click select a category, it'll show you right here that you can open this up and take a look at all the categories that are available. Once you click on the selected category, you'll see things like art, business, English, food and drink, games, mathematics, literature, so on and so forth. Tons of categories, 18 to be exact at the moment. But when all of that is said and done, you can either create that, like I said, create a game based on a category, or you can randomize the trivia. We're going to start a randomized game. When you do that, it's going to automatically pull all of the questions. So category one was a geography question. And what island chain did you find Martinique? Well, you don't have the answer there, right? So what you would need to do is click the start round button if you wanted to do this. What I typically suggest is go through all the questions. Take a look at them all first. If you like the questions, great. Go ahead and start the round. If you're not really sure, what sport did Fred Perry take up after becoming the world champion at table tennis? 1929, maybe that's not a question I want to ask. So we can hit the try again button. It'll regenerate a whole new round of trivia for you. How many checkers does each player have at the start of a round? What was Allison Janney's character's name on the TV series The West Wing? These are some better questions. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to accept these questions and start the round. The moment we start the round, all of the answers are going to show up for you. Okay? So now we know what all the answers are to all the questions, and we can just end the round if we wanted to. Let's say that how many checkers does each player start at the beginning of a game? Maybe that answer is not really 12. Maybe it's wrong. You have the ability here to flag a question and choose a reason. An incorrect answer, inappropriate content, question's a little unclear, it's a duplicate question, or some other reason. And then you can add in notes and submit that flag. All the flags get personally reviewed by me, so I'll take a look at those flags and see if it's something that we need to address. All right, once you're done with that, you're just going to click on the end round button. Click on that. You can pull a new round of trivia. It takes you right back to the beginning. And more importantly than that, it actually takes all of the questions that you used in that round. Once you hit the end round button, all those questions come out of the queue for at least a year. So now you won't see those questions come through the round again for another year. They are automatically locked out to you. That's great so that you don't end up repeating questions, things like that it shows. Then if you need to pull a new round, you can start a new game and continue on. In the dashboard, when you want to, at the end of that round, when you want to score up the teams, you can do that right here. It allows you to add by 10 points apiece at each question or subtract points depending on what the team is. You can also add a new team. So we're going to call this Joe's team. And they're just joining us. We're going to type that in, add them in, and they got 50 points for our last round of trivia, 60, 70 points in our round of trivia, and they're now listed in there. Okay, so now when you exit here, we're going to go back to the host dashboard, and it will show all of the teams listed, who's in first place, second place, and third place, based on the number of points. All right, so let's say we've gone into our new game. We've got to select a category. We're going to choose everything that are going to be, let's say, food and drink questions, because let's face it, when you're at a bar, people want to see those types of questions. All right, we are going to do that. Food and drink right here. What is the favorite food of the Ninja Turtles? What type of cheese is traditionally used on a chili cheesesteak? What country invented sushi? So here you go. You've got, these are all your food and drink questions. And you can start that round if you'd like. Down to the bottom here, it says get a tiebreaker question. Now, if you click on get a tiebreaker question, it'll give you what we call our tiebreakers, which are a single question that has multiple answers. There'll be 10 answers to, or 10, up to 10 answers with every one of these questions. So let's say, according to the Third Circuit of the United States Court of Appeals, what are the 10 official federal holidays? Well, let's use that question. Here they are. All right. There's no specific order to them. They're just the order we put them in. But these are the 10 official federal holidays in the United States. So now that you use that question, it'll come out for at least a year as well. And you won't get this tiebreaker question repeated either. So when you go back to the game, it'll take you back to the game itself. You can start, end round, all the other things that you need to do in there. Everything comes back to your host dashboard, like I said. So once you're in that host dashboard, you can view the scoreboard, add additional points, figure out who the teams are that are in the lead, and go back to your host dashboard to see who's in what place. All right, so that's basically the app. Joe's team is in first place with 100 points, and so on and so forth. We're going to go into our profile now. In the profile, it's going to allow you to change your email address if you need to change it, change the passwords, manage your subscription, and any other actions you may need to take. You need to log out, anything like that. So that's basically the direction that we've gone with the app at this moment. We're always looking for new suggestions. If there's anything you want to see in the app, if there's anything that we can do to support you, we are really in the beginning stages of this right now, and we want to do everything that we can to bring you a product that you're going to use for a really long time, and we want to keep the cost low too. I really don't want to be in a position where we're, outside of the range that's reasonable for a trivia host. And I believe that right now that $14.99 is a really good price for unlimited trivia. There is no limit to the amount of trivia questions that you can gather on this. And we have new features that we're planning on doing at some point. Things like being able to add locations to the trivia app. That way, you're only coming out a year out of that location, as opposed to from an account perspective, things like that. So any suggestions that you have, happy to hear them. Thanks so much for listening, and hope to see you soon. Thanks so much. If you have any questions, reach out anytime. Thank you.